Alright, one thing I haven't really focused on here is the blockades. So as you can see here, I keep getting shot at. My brigs are taking some heavy damage, but I'm getting a little bit of money out of there from time to time. We did get this CSS Florida, which I'm assuming he probably captured that. So we're going to go put that away. Probably use that up maybe to help fend off any kind of peninsula attack, or I can't really think of any other reason we'd use it, really, to be honest with you, except perhaps to seal off here. One thing I was thinking about doing, so it's early September, winter's probably going to set before we have a chance. I really want to take out Fort Monroe, and the only problem's been he just keeps putting these numbers up here, and it makes it really hard for me to take troops and really do anything with them. So I'm going to look to try to accomplish that, but we'll see. Alright, let's see here. So Ewell I can actually promote, which is interesting. Although, oh, Jackson, gotcha. Alright, so here's the Eastern Front, Virginia. Yep, nothing really going on here. I did build this turn another 20-pounder. And a little bit of infantry in Virginia, but for the most part I put most of my money into my reinforcement pool because I am going through that pretty quick. I'll go through the battles here in a moment. Just want to give you the lay of the land. He's still sieging there, which is kind of funny. But, right, so there's that. He's now coming up on me up here. I'm not quite sure what he's doing, but whatevs. I've got plenty of force here to fend him off if needed. I brought Floyd down. I'm not a Floyd fan, but it does give you some command points to, I guess, you know, mitigate a little bit of whatever. So I'm actually going to bring him out, and I might as well just do Fleet Bombard. Alright. Building the Louisiana still, almost done with that. Now up here, the big moves are going to happen this turn. Up in Kentucky, we did finally take Louisville. Hoorah! I'm not going to move on Lexington and then possibly threaten Cincinnati. So I think I have a big enough force here where I can move on Cincinnati while at the same time holding Kentucky. The reason I want Cincinnati is, look at this. So you zoom out, it's the heart of the lower southern part of the Western theater here for the Union. It also connects east to west. They still have, obviously, Montgomery, Ohio. But the nice thing with Ohio, with Cincinnati, not only is it a capital, it's a huge city, it's got a lot of money, but it's easily defensible because they really only have one area here they can come in from land. Otherwise, it's all rivers from there. So if I can get there, great, cool. If not, that's fine with me. I'm cool with this area right here as a defensive area. If I were to take Cincinnati, it would make it a little bit more difficult to defend. I really could do probably an army here, corps. Whereas here makes it a little tighter. But so we took Louisville. I'm leaving Smith behind, 326 power, 3,000 troops, with a supply wagon that I'm going to actually build into a supply depot because our supply depot is down here. Because I do intend to use this as a launching pad into other areas at some point if I ever get there. Army Mississippi is moving in on this area, so I can take it at the very minimum just to establish my defensive framework. If he brings on some heavy forces this next turn, then I'll just stay here. But, you know, if you're not, then maybe I'll push. We'll see. So I'm moving the Army of Mississippi over to help with this siege. Help him. I'm moving this corps up into Louisville. So basically I'll have 2 corps and an army between these 2 spots. So I'm not too worried about a counterattack. We did get Breckinridge back across the river, fortunately, so that's good. I've got him hanging out, just trying to keep him from crossing if he decides to. But it looks like he could still go here to here. So, whatever. That's fine. Got that force there. I got this here. I need to get more artillery here at Paducah. That's one of my priorities. Get at least one 20-pound battery here. And then probably another 12-pound battery. Perhaps a 10. We'll see. Alright, so then up here, here's what we're doing. I don't know why Shelby went up here. I don't know. But I'm moving him on here to assault. I'm moving Hoke up as well, so that way, because right now his command penalty is 25, so I'm going to get a Hoke in there to help with the command penalty issue, just to take this area, and then I'll split them off again. I'm moving Forrest forward. I'm moving Johnson forward, and then I'm moving my cavalry over. And the next turn, if he's still here, I'm going to hit him with my army and my corps. So I've got Hood here, who's got a 4 attack. I've got Cleburne, who's got a 3 attack, and then obviously Forrest leading and Johnson's leading. So my hope is I can push him out of there next turn. Otherwise, not a whole lot else going on. Let's look at the battles here. Yep, so we lost nobody. He lost 892. We did take this fort right here, so I'm going to burn that. And then finally, yeah, so Buell, that's whatever. We did call for volunteers. By the way, one other thing I want to point out, so having Stuart over here actually forced him to pull his troops back, because he was pushing south and then he pulled back. So this actually worked pretty well, just this little feint. And I think that's about it. Still this down here. Oh, silly enough, the Indians up here have rebelled and are now besieging this site. So I'm like, you know what? Screw it. Maybe I can go up there and get it. So I'm going to move up there. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get it. Who knows? Supply is really hurting me right now. But if I can get it, great. If not, whatever. I'm hoping to get these guys finally out of here, though, so that I can start getting the supply for him. And then I guess I'll leave him there in the meantime. So let's simulate the turn here after we go through this. That's right, we got another elite brigade here. Oh, this one's really interesting composition. It's 2 infantry, an infantry elite, by the way, a Cherokee warriors, cavalry, and horse artillery. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to attach Shelby to this one, and this is going to be Shelby's brigade going forward. Good, so we smuggled 50. Blockade runner got 4 money, 4 war supply. Merchant raiders got 3 money, 9 war supply. That's the frigate that we saw that had appeared. It just seems like a good way to lose your frigates if you keep them out there. So I think they're, for me, more effective to use to avoid an amphibious assault or a brown water blockade. So I'm a little annoyed that I didn't get any national morale for taking Louisville. So D.H. Hill is promotable, Jackson's promotable, A.P. Hill's promotable. Wow. I can actually promote him. I have to take him out of the stack to do that, though. So I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait to promote him. When I need more corps commanders, then I look to promote him. But let's simulate the turn. Alright, nothing really happened that turn, so that's why I skipped over the turn thing here. We got Lee's Lost Order, which is kind of funny because we're not on the offensive, but they nevertheless threw it in here, probably just for historical flavor. They're doing partial mobilization in the Union. We got some cash and supplies from our blockade runners. We got another 50 money from these smuggled cotton bales, so that's good. That's really helping. Got 10 money and 14 war supply from our ships. And otherwise, not a whole lot else going on. I'm moving Beauregard over to the west because I have more use for him than just holding down the line here. And if need be, I can always bring a like Polk or another 3-star over here just to provide this kind of defensive line here. I figure I got 2 layers of defense here already. If I have to fall back, it'll give me more than enough time, I think, to plug the hole. We've got 2,000 power up here with Jackson and Lee, and then finally Longstreet. So I hate just sitting here and not doing anything, but quite frankly, it wouldn't make much sense for me right now to go in the mega offensive yet. Our feint worked, so now we're just going to pull back because we got him to pull back. So that was really the intent over there. They are bringing Sherman up with 660 power, I think probably to save their capital, which, again, that's fine. Cincinnati would have been an option if they left this door open, but I didn't really expect it to happen. I'm going to try and take this turn here, so we're actually going to go red. I took his corps and put it all into the Army of the Mississippi. That way they all coordinate together. Seemed like it was safer to do it that way than try and have 2 different stacks do the same thing. Combine this here, so we're 640. I think we're good for now, at least for the time being. I'll put him on double red because I do not want to lose that spot. Up here, we are going to attack Davis. So I'm moving forward with orange, moving him forward, orange. He'll be there in 3 days. He'll be there in 4. I'm trying to synchronize movement. We'll see if that actually works. Who knows? Who is moving up here? It's my 4 cavalry. So my cavalry stack is moving up here. Again, just so he doesn't, if he retreats, he doesn't retreat right here because it's taken up. My hope is he'll go backward. Attacking here, orange, try and get that locked down. And beyond that, not a whole lot else going on. We're torching this and then pulling out of that fort. I may actually try and take that fort up here so I can torch that as well. He's got a few guys in my rear right now, so I'm taking that fort back, and he's got some stuff over here. I'm not quite sure what's going on over here. Very interesting. But moving him back because I retook this just to deny him the opportunity of having a supply depot to launch an attack from. So let's see here. We are hurting for supply. Is he going to get there? No, I want to get you out of there. Good Lord. These guys are like starving to death. Okay, keep him there. Alright, so 7 days we'll be there, and then perhaps I can ravage the countryside, get some supplies, and then take that. It's a little bit of a risk, not lying, but the rewards are worth it, I think. I did use my money this turn to build a couple more sea vessels, so I'm building a river transport, a cotton clad, which are interesting, I think. And then we just got the CSS Louisiana completed down here. So moving the Tennessee up and the Louisiana. I'm going to move them up to St. Louis because I did see a river clad actually up here last turn while we're simulating the turn. So he has this river clad up here. And so I'm going to try and sink it. Or at least bottle it in so it can't do anything. But with that, I think we're going to proceed with the turn because not a whole lot happened. I don't want to belabor the point. Whoa, there's Grant. Where the hell did he come from? He really didn't want to lose that battle, apparently. Alright, so we lost a lot of troops considering the numbers, but I think it's we're all in. Breach the walls. He's also got Grant, who's a phenomenal commander. I still haven't taken that place, good lord. Good, so we had marched this down again, so 4 showed up, that's good. He didn't actually fight in the battle though. What is that? Is that a riverclad? It's gonna get shot up all the way down the river. Which works for me. Looks like we got another frigate down there. Look at this rail. It's all torn up. It's beautiful. I'll give you an overview of the rail line here in a moment. Probably the next episode. That's insane. Riverclads can take an awful lot of artillery fire. Or ironclads, or whatever you want to call them. I still cannot believe I haven't taken that place. That's irritating. Whoa, where'd he come from? That was cavalry down in Texas.